The reason for making drums is to connect more with nature. The nature that is inside of us and the nature that is outside of us. And it is something I learned from my father. I will put the story short. But he had some really difficulties in his life, and he suffered from illnesses. And to put the story short, he got healed, and through the drums and the native cultures, he learned how to ground himself. It's to come together to sing, to dance, to be sincere and be in vitality, you know, with who we are naturally. So the process of making the drums is we start to cut a piece of wood. The wood is the wood that we used here is 160 long, and it's we used wood that is 7 millimeters. And the pieces of wood we want to put them in the lake. So when they are in the lake for a while, they will become more easy to bend. So we're going to find a way to tie them a little bit together, but not too tight, because we need, maybe we can take a rope.
We need some space between?
Yeah, for example.
Tā man liekas aptīt, ne? Tā lai viņš neslīd uz augšu. Jā, viņš meklē iekšā.
And we also make these drumsticks like this, and we make them with a prayer. We ask nature for the gift of the piece of wood, because we're all connected with nature, so we want to ask and be in a respectful way. And so what is the way I'm taught is to always give something back when we take something, or we are giving something. So we give tobacco together with our prayer or our intent for what is it we want the drum to help us with, or you know, what will the drum represent in our lives. And for every person it's their own reason. And it's important to have a reason. A reason is like a goal, it's like a set of the sails. So it helps us to move in a good direction.
Pavisam apkārt liki?
Nu, apkārt.
You're already done.
Yeah. This one I would cut this off.
Yes.
You would like this kind of shape on a drum head.
Yes.
Yeah. And there are different ways to do it. Normally, for me, I sew it.
So
I take one here, go to the other side,
okay.
and then I tighten it, and then it comes around. I normally like 2 drumsticks. And one is for a softer sound, and one is for a more like a punch, you know? And for the punch, we cover it with hide. And you have to keep always this wet. So this is actually a little dry now. So you have to always make sure that it's wet. So you can bend the frames for the drum with a fire, or we can also use other ways to do it. And in this course, this lecture, we used a hot gun to give it heat, because it needs to be wet and also needs heat to bend. That's where you want to have a little bit of an angle when we start, because then we give. Yeah, one of the good things about doing the course is people, when the people here come together and learn, then they start to show each other how, and that's how the knowledge is passed on, traditionally also.
Un šitā te, ja?
Nu, tā kā no iekšpuses.
No iekšpuses?
Jā.
Ah.
Visām pusēm līdz beigās viņš man kaut kādās.
What is especially good about this group with Latvians is they have very much interest to learn the trade of drum making and also other traditional trades, and I can easily tell that they are a skilled group, and they are also musicians, and so they understand easily the joy of having a drum. And then I normally go with 2 pieces, 5mm, 2 rounds. And we put the hides. We have hides now actually from Africa, which are goat hides and calf hides, and we soak them in water to make them like soft, to be able to work with them, to put them on the drum. I think they're not soft enough. We're gonna have to use the gun again. So what we'll do is we'll take 3 pieces again, and we help each other. So in order to bend them in one piece, what is good is to put them in a steel with water, and you put a fire underneath, so you can either steam it or boil it. And another way would be if we had a boat and we could put them like 10 meters down, because then the water will press inside.
I think there is no 10 meters here.
Well, somewhere in the ocean, but you put them lower, then the water will be forced inside the wood. So then when you take it up, you can.
The pressure, you mean?
Yeah. Anything what?
Yeah. Pressure. Stability, please.
So when we have a shake, you heat it on the outside to dry it. You want to do the both? I think you use this one. See? So you always want to go close, not too far away.
Jag tycker att man går så stora. Visst det går man.
And we put it in this one. They're soft. You want to put glue on this side, here, and on this side. Okay?
Okay.
And on the inside we put this one. Hours drive. So I'm thinking he didn't know which kind, so maybe it's green. Yeah, you speak it now? Oh, is it? You don't know. Yeah, you can just sand it by hand now. Equally. Something like this, you know? And on the outside also a little bit. Not very much, you know, but the 16 holes. And when we have the 16 holes, we're going to make pairs. We're going to make another hole beside each of the ones. But first we make 16 single ones. Yeah, then you can. Maybe should be a little thinner. Let's see. Okay, so everybody listen please. Everybody listen please. So now we need to communicate so everyone understands. And that is, the heights are fragile. So if you pull them really strong, they're gonna break. So you have to do it very softly. And we need to communicate so everyone understands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I will show you in just a little while.
Так, ну и что гала?
Okay, so you follow this one back. And you come up on the right side.
Why not best?
You
Četras reizes?
Jā.
That's where you go around. So what you do then is you come through here. You can take it. Nice, please. Yeah. So now it's tightened. And then you go under. So you count it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're coming up to.
Mums labi. Un tad tās 6 reizes.
Tiem bija platāks strītis, tāpēc viņiem bija smutni.
Sācis iet. Jūs varat palīdzēt pieturēt šo nospriegot.
Bet vajag pa priekš pielikt to garo strīču klāt.
Nē, vajag sākt no šejienes.
Šitas būs
1, 2, 3, 4, šeit.
3, 4.
Tur apakšā pat tā vietā.
Man liekas, ka ne, tā esi centrā maz netaisat vienu. Ap centru.
Centrs jau tāds švaks. Zini, vajadzēja šitā. Bet vispār nē, ja tur šitā, tad tieši sanāk tās garenais uz augšu. Tiesībā jāsatvēriens ar frēs.
Vajag nostiepst.
Būs tik dziļais.
Bet viņš pilst augstāk. Viņš pažūst.
Nu, paņem šeit sasās. Kā šuvēji.
It's a good environment, a happy group, and good atmosphere for creating something. And on this workshop we were given 4 days, and we've been in a good flow. It's easy to make it happen. No stress. It just works out. And I will be happy to hear them use it. And we will on Saturday, tomorrow. We're going to be using the drum, and hopefully we will all learn a song by then, which we can sing together. Yeah, and also I have to say I'm amazed by the Latvians' culture. And they're dancing and singing, and they are really good musicians, and which have a culture that actually back home where I live we're kind of missing that, because we don't have that established. So that was my reason for traveling and learning about indigenous cultures, because in our hearts I believe we all have that wish to come together, to sing, to dance like children. It's very natural. So as grown-ups, it's good to do that, and maybe I'll come again to Latvia to learn more about it.